Hello viewers, I'm Sadia Khan and you're watching YouTube channel Learn with Sadia. My topic for today's video is two sides of life and I picked this lesson from TS Inter First Year English. So let's begin with the lesson. Before we discuss the segments of the lesson, we will see the overview of objectives and we will read about the writer. So for the complete information, watch the video till the end. And if you are new to my channel, please do not forget to subscribe my channel. And please do like, share, and comment the video. Through this lesson, Booker T. Washington is trying to inculcate some moral values in us. So, what are those moral values? Firstly, he is trying to make us understand the value of life. Other than that, he is trying to give us a good clarity on what a good teacher is. I mean, which person is considered to be as a good teacher or an excellent teacher, and what must be the attitude of students towards the teachers. All these things we are going to discuss in the lesson. Now let's read about the writer. Booker T. Alifero Washington, born 1856, died 1915, was born into slavery and rose to become a leading African American intellectual of the 19th century. He founded Tuskegee Normal and Industrial Institute in 1881 and the National Negro Business League 2 decades later. He was an American educator, author, orator, and advisor to several presidents of US. Between 1890 and 1915, Washington was the dominant in the African American community and of contemporary black elite. His life and industry are the hallmarks of his personality. So, by this, we can understand that he was the founder, Booker T. Washington was the founder of Tuskegee Institute. And when we move to this about the speech, there we can understand that this Washington, he had the habit of delivering practical Sunday evening talks to students and teachers for many years. Like every Sunday, especially in the evening time, he used to deliver lecture. Okay, and that lecture was never about any subject, was never from the subject perspective, but it was to motivate the students. He always thought that building of the character is very important for a student. First and foremost important thing is to build the character, and all his lectures are beautifully recorded and they are written in a volume called character building. So there is one volume by name character building. All his lectures and speeches which were delivered by him during Sundays, they are all present in the volume called as character building. And from that character building, one speech is picked and given to us as a lesson by the name Two Sides of Life. Booker T. Washington, in this segment 1 of the speech, discusses two sides of life. So, what are the two sides of life? The title describes two sides of life. What are those two sides? The bright side of life and the dark side of life. Actually, life can be divided into many more ways, like the discouraging side, encouraging side, rich class, or the poor class. But for this segment, Booker T. Washington considers two sides of life, bright side of the life and dark side of the life. So this is the division of life. Other than that, we can divide all the people into two classes: the people who concentrate and who think over the bright side of life, and the other who consider only the dark side of life. So what kind of person we should actually become? Should we look or focus only on the bright side or the positive aspects of life, or we should become a negative person by just speaking about the dark side of the life, just complaining about the discomforts of life? What kind of person should we actually become? See here, when it comes to a person, there are two classes of people. So, one class of people, one group of people, they are schooling themselves in the sense they are training themselves. What are they training for? To look upon the bright side of life. They feel like, okay, negatives are there, but we must focus on the bright side of life. On the other hand, there are few people who are continuously and constantly training themselves to look upon the dark side. They focus on the negative aspects. They see the they will be able to find out the negatives in others, negatives in their own life, in others as well as in their own life. They keep complaining, they give negativity all the time. So which aspect we have to select, like we have to school ourselves for the positivity or for the negativity. So the answer for the question is, if we are just looking at the bright side of the life, so sometimes we are not correct, sometimes at times we are not correct, okay. But so consider you are looking only at the dark side of life, then we are wrong at all the time. So what we actually must do is, we must appreciate the bright side of life, and we must beware, we must be conscious of the negative aspects of our life. See, there must be a good balance between how we take positive side and how we take the negative side. Positive side doesn't mean that you are always appreciating whatever you are getting. What, see, you must always be bothered about what you are losing in life and must make an effort to achieve it. So in short, Booker T. Washington says that there must be a good balance between weaving the bright side and dark side of life. So, now when to see the bright side and when to consider the dark side, I'll tell you in short. If it is about your own personality, if it is about your own thoughts, your own place, concentrate both on positives and negatives. Because if you concentrate on your own negatives, one day you can turn them positive. Okay. Now, the second thing is, when you consider others or when you go to any new place, remember, there you are supposed to consider only positive aspects, not the negative aspects. Because if you keep finding the negatives in others, other regions, or other people, remember, it is not possible for you to change others. So, better mind your negatives rather than. So, we must mind our negatives rather than others. So, the gist of the first segment is, we must appreciate the bright side and be cautious with the dark side of life. Let us move to the second segment of the speech. In this segment, we will discuss a teacher and a student. What makes a teacher an excellent teacher and how a student must be in a classroom. Usually, when a teacher comes to a classroom, all the students, rather than absorbing the knowledge she is giving to us, they start focusing on the drawbacks of a student. Like sometimes she is not presenting the lecture very well, she is not perfect at giving the notes, or some drawback we catch hold of her, and then we continuously speak and we constantly focus on that small negative rather than speaking about all the nine positive aspects, sorry. So here Booker T. Washington is trying to make us understand that all teachers make mistakes. So you just ignore the mistake and try to rectify it, and try to absorb the positive aspects of a person. So who is an excellent teacher according to Booker T. Washington? So Booker T. Washington, he says that a teacher who accepts a mistake, for example, she has said a small mistake in her lecture. When student says that, ma'am, you are wrong at particular point, immediately she has to admit, she has to say that, okay, I am sorry, I made a mistake, I have made a mistake. Or when a student is asking her a doubt regarding which she is not aware of, she can say it, she can properly say it that I don't know. Because there is no condition that every person should know about everything, okay. So a teacher can softly like accept that she has made a mistake, and she can say that she don't know any particular concept. Because a perfect teacher is not a person who will hold complete knowledge in his mind. A perfect teacher or an excellent teacher is a person who knows where to find the answer for the question. Okay, student, like teacher may not be able to clarify the doubt immediately, but at least by the next day she should be able to give clarity to the student. He or she must know where to find the answer for a question. And this was the statement. So, this was the statement by Daniel Webster. So, he says, it is not what a person is able to hold in his head, but what a person is able to find. Let us consider two persons who wake up to see a damp, wet, rainy, and uninviting morning. So one day they woke up and they see that the morning is very damp and which was not invited, which was not actually expected. So how will two different people react to it? So it is this is an example to explain how people look at the bright side of the things and how some people look at the dark side of the things. So one will speak of the morning as being gloomy. They complain. They always complain that the morning is very dull. I can't proceed with my work and the things are very muddy. Road is very dirty, etc. etc. See, if we sit over to complain, we can say innumerable things. But on the other hand, there are some people who look at the bright side of life. So, in what way are they looking at the bright side of the life? They will speak of the beauties that are in the raindrops. They will speak about the fresh flowers that are bathed with the raindrops. So they always speak about the nature. They say that this rainfall has made the nature more beautiful, it has added to the beauty. So in this way, two different people, they have two different perspectives to understand, to take that damp, wet, rainy and inviting morning. So based on this, we can decide who is looking at the dark side of life and who is looking at the bright side of life. Now let us consider two persons at the breakfast. So two persons are served with the same breakfast. They are given coffee and rolls. Okay, coffee is actually excellent. It is tasting excellent. And when it comes to rolls, rolls are unpalatable. Unpalatable means they are not at all tasty. They are not tasting good. This is the actual thing. Coffee is excellent, but rolls are unpalatable. But again, here there are two kinds of people. Okay, one kind of people, like one sort of people, they will always be busy in appreciating the taste of coffee. They accept, somewhere they know that rolls are unpalatable, but they are not much focusing on complaining regarding that, and rather than that, they are always focusing to consider the good taste of coffee. Okay, on the other hand, there are some people who are busy complaining that the rolls are bad, and when they are busy in complaining that the rolls are bad, they will not even understand that the coffee is actually tasting very good. Okay, so when we focus much on negatives, we sometimes overlook positives. So that those are the people considered as people who are looking for the negative side of life. Okay, we will now discuss the third segment of the lesson. Here you can see in the flowchart, some people constantly look on the dark side of life. They speak unpleasant, they make the atmosphere around them unpleasant, and remember, such people are undesirable. So, there will be some people around us, some people in the society who will always try to show you the negative aspects of the things. So they definitely know that certainly there is a positive side of it, but they won't focus on it, and they always speak about the negative aspect of the concept of, or for anything they speak about the negative of it. And sometimes we also strive, we also tend towards the negative thinking. So for such reason, people usually avoid them, and they are undesirable in the society, and they become negative characters in the society. So here Booker T. Washington says that as students you cannot afford to grow in that way. So this is your initial part of life. You can say that this is your morning of life. So as a student you learn so many things. So as a student your behavior must be totally positive, and you must look towards the bright side of things, not as a negative force. When you go out of this university, when you go educated from this university, you should not go out as a negative force but as a positive force, a positive force that will be helpful to the entire world. And people also will always prefer the company of the people who give positive vibes. So people always try to avoid the negativity, so it is good to see the happier side more and spread cheer all around. See, it is all dependent on the nature of a person. If we are absorbing good, then we reflect good. So better we focus on good and just start ignoring the negative side of others. And when it comes to our own character, we must be aware of our positive side as well as our negative side. Even there must be a good balance between our understanding of positive and negative thing. So why are we supposed to understand the negative concepts? Only that, only for the purpose that we can mend ourselves. Okay, so in this way, Booker T. Washington clearly describes regarding the two sides of life, positive and the negative, that means the bright side and the dark side of life.